Wits Picks is back. Sixth video on the channel with the funniest MMA content creator on the planet, our boy IBG.
Salam alaikum, brother. Yo, thank you guys for having me on, man. Wits picks, yeah, yeah, some real ones, man. Yeah, some real ones, and I can't wait to, see what the picks are, man. Supposedly you guys got the locks, man. So, I can't wait. Let's go.
Hey,
Let's do it. Let's
inshallah,
do it.
inshallah.
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 Inshallah. First off, boys, I wanted to say shout out again to IBG for coming on the show. He came through and he's here and he's going to run out these picks with us. So, boys, listen, UFC 325. I want to say this real quick before we start the picks. I want to say that we went 100% on the fucking card, guys. 100% on the card. On UFC 324, we picked every underdog from Nikita Krylov to Alex Perez to Justin Gaethje. We picked the three underdogs that won on this card. And guys, this is going to be this more of the same. Let's try to go back-to-back weeks. 100%. UFC 325, Volkanovski versus Lopez. Let's start off with the first real fight on the card. We're gonna skip the first four fights because those are regional MMA. We're not, that's bullshit. Let's fuck that, bro. That's bullshit. Let's go. First fight on the card, a featherweight bout between Khan Offley and Yiza. Guys, for me, Yiza's the pick. He's minus 200 for a reason. Better striker. Khan Offley, he'll only win if he gets submission. Yiza, decision win, 29-28 on the feet, striking. Yiza,
Yeah.
the win. IBG, what do you think, bro?
I totally agree, man. We're going with Yiza, and just by looking at him, he has a certain type of aura, man. Like, he's a dangerous man, So I think we can all agree that we're going with Yiza, man.
That's
Yeah,
facts.
legend.
And I think these some of these Asian guys have really good striking, you know. Think he can get a
Yeah.
knockout. We'll see. Yiza is the first pick, minus 200. Let's go. So,
That's
wait, what's
good. All right, so that was the only fight in the early prelims we're gonna be doing, and the next fight, guys, we have a good one here, in my opinion. We have Oban Elliott, fraud Oban Elliott, by the way,
fraud?
against Jonathan Mikalev. Guys, we saw what happened to Oban Elliott in his last fight. Got completely fraud checked by Young Ko. Ko completely dominated him for 3 rounds straight. 30-27 against Oban Elliott. Straight wrestling. Jonathan Mikalev is the pick. He started, not only, the reason he's the pick for me, not only is he the better fighter, but he started off as an underdog. And now he's the favorite. He was plus 150. Now he's minus 140. Guys, the odd movement is telling you something here.
The line
And
movement.
the pick.
Yo, guys, line movement is really important actually. When the lines move like 30 points, bro, it's a huge tell that something happened in camp or like something happened. So, this is good. This is really good. And Mikalev is the pick. IBG, what do you think, bro?
Wow, I didn't even know that about the line movement, but I learn something new every day, and yes, if I trust them. Obviously, I think I was kind of like, going either way, but they got the locks, so I'm going with whatever they got in this fight. Obviously, we'll see what happens, but we'll see.
I bet.
Let's go.
So,
Let's go.
yo, third
Next fight
fight.
on the card. Next fight on the card, guys. We have an interesting one here. And I think, actually, Benji, I'm going to just say the fight, and you're going to take it away because I think we have the first Wits pick of the evening, guys. We have Jacob Malkoon against Torres Finney. Jacob Malkoon, minus 140. Torres Finney, plus 110. Benji, take it away.
All right, so Torres Finney, I think super overrated. All right, so that's just one reason why I'm gonna pick Malkoon minus 140. Another reason, I watched Malkoon versus Cody Brundage. I watched that whole fight, and Cody Brundage got dominated so bad that he had to just quit. He got hit in the back of the head, like, yeah, but fighters always get hit in the back of the head. But he could have kept fighting, but he quit. because Malkoon was just too good. So I think Cody Brundage is way better than Torres Finney. So I think Malkoon will dominate Torres Finney, in my opinion. That's what I think, bro. IBG, do you know anything about Torres Finney?
Yeah, I know that he's built like a Roblox character. The kid is not that good either. You know, he looked horrible. I'm not sure if it was his last fight or that Apex fight. It was the only fight I saw, and that's the only fight I need to see because he's just a very bad fighter, man. His gas tank is bad. You know, there's nothing special about him. So, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna go with Torres Finney. You know, even his name is kind of weird. So, you know, I'm definitely not going with him, man.
All right,
Yeah.
Ben, Matt.
Guys, Jacob Malkoon here is the pick. People forget, man. Jacob Malkoon fought Cody Brundage, and it was a DQ, just like Benji said. Now listen to me. Jacob Malkoon is 3-2 in his last 5 fights. Torres Finney is 4-1. But Jacob Malkoon is technically 4-1 because he beat Cody Brundage, but they gave it to Cody Brundage. Also, we're gonna talk about Cody Brundage in this next fight. I have a lot of things to say about Cody Brundage, but Jacob Malkoon is the Wits pick of the evening. Put it in your parlay.
Hey,
Let's
you
go.
parlay kid.
That's lock
Jacob
number one.
Malkoon, inshallah, will get the victory for us, guys. He will be in most parlays at -140. He is the best value pick. Next fight on the card, guys. I have a lot to say about this. We have Cam Rouston versus Cody Can Brundage. Guys, Cody Can Brundage. Ew. Ew. Disgusting. Terrible. He's not good, guys. He lost to Eric McConaughey. And we saw what happened. What Cody Brundage did to Eric McConaughey. Eric McConaughey beat him. That's what happened. And what happened to Eric McConaughey after that? He fought Baisangur Tung 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 Sahur Susarkayev. And what happened there? Eric McConaughey got put on the chicken leg dance.
He got
And
chinned
then what?
bad.
And then he got chinned badly. So, we have Cam Rouston here. Guys, Cam Rouston knocked out Andre Petroski in his last fight. And he fought on the Perth card. And he looked long. He looked good and sharp. And we're going to take Cam Rouston in this fight. Middleweight bout. Cam Rouston. He is -350 for a reason, guys. Put Cam Rouston in every parlay you can. It's not going to happen that he'll lose. They like to give Cody Brundage to people like Cam Rouston. IBG, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, Cody Brundage is absolute buns. He's a fucking can. He's just like he's that fighter that's just getting used, right? You know, like the Khabib padded record, you know, before the UFC. He's kind of like one of those opponents, you know. He's not meant for the big, leagues. You know, he's not meant for the top spot. So, I mean, the dude sucks, man. Like I don't know anybody that's choosing Cody Brundage needs to get their fucking brain inspected. You know, they need to dissect that because the dude sucks, man. Sucks. Benji.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him quit before, so could for sure happen again. That's all. Cam Rouston -300 lock. Yeah.
Hey, Cam Rouston, guys, he's the pick. On to the next fight, and guys, listen up. We have a fun one here. And, I'm going to go a little off the limb here. And like I said before, we picked 3 underdogs in the last fight. And I'm going to go with the underdog in this fight, and I'll tell you why. We have Billy Elikana against Junior Tafa, light heavyweight bout. Billy Elikana coming off of a nice win, a nice submission win against Cam. Billy Elikana's previous fight was against Ebo Aslan. Ebo Can Aslan. Ew. We saw what Ewo Baranowski did to Ebo Aslan. One of the greatest fights, honestly, I've ever seen in my
Crazy
entire life.
fight.
And Ewo Baranowski killed Ebo Aslan. And now listen up. Junior Tafa here is a very interesting fighter. He's a great striker, terrible grappler, terrible. But if Billy Elikana plays the striking game with Junior Tafa, he will get knocked out. Mark my words, Junior Tafa at +200 is the pick, but I'm not very confident in it. I think it's 51-49. Junior Tafa. Don't really bet on it, but Junior Tafa is my pick. IBG, what do you got, my boy?
Yeah, I do agree with you. You know, it's not, it could go either way, man, because it's really about who's less idiotic, you know, who implements the game plan more. So I do agree. You know, if Billy Boy here stands with Tafa, he's gonna get knocked the fuck out. He's going out cold. But at the same time, I believe that Junior Tafa is like the Kevin Holland of the heavyweight division. The dude's very unreliable. You know, for me, yeah, like you said, I wouldn't bet. I wouldn't bet on this fight. You know, I would definitely avoid this because it's not it, man. It's not it. So, but I do have my boy Billy, man. Billy, just because I do see a lot of people, you know, going with Tafa. I think he's more of a known fighter, I would say, compared to Billy. So I'm going with Billy. You know, I don't even like Tafa anyways, man. He fucked up a lot of my parlays. So hey, man, we're going with Billy Boy, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the thing, bro. This fight, dude, it's just I would stay away from this if you're a casual and you're betting on this. I would just stay away, bro, because Tafa is ass at wrestling if it gets to the mat. But dude, Billy Elicana is nothing special either. Like he beat Cans. So this fight we just really don't know, bro. And Tafa could for sure win as the underdog. So that's it, honestly. Nothing crazy. Tafa.
No, it's a no bet, but we'll see what happens, guys. Tafa is he did lose to Duco Ducos. Guys, that guy's ass. We don't even know who the fuck that is. Let's be honest here. He's a pure grappler. And he submitted Junior Tafa. So, all
Hmm.
right, guys, we are on to the main card, and guys, this main card is that look good. That look good. The main card. The main card looks good. We're gonna start off, guys, with the first fight on the main card. We have Quillen. His mom owns a bakery shop. Saul killed. And he's fighting Jamie Malarkey. Guys, Quillen Saul killed is minus 900 for a reason. On our book, he's minus 900. On some, he's even higher. Maybe minus 1200. Quillen Saul killed is the pick. Jamie Malarkey is low key a can. We've seen him get knocked out before, but we've also seen him stay into fights. So I think the over 1.5 could have some value here. But rounds did fuck us up last week with Ataba Gatier not going under and not knowing how to ground and pound an opponent. But we're gonna
Hmm.
go Quillen Saul killed. His mother owns a bakery shop. Quillen Saul killed. Put it in every parlay. Benji, what do you got?
Yeah, dude, this is just simple. Quillen is for sure gonna win. If he loses, then shit's rigged as fuck. So, dude, we bet on Quillen last fight against Hackrapast when I think he might have been even been a slight underdog, but
Maybe.
I've seen the potential in this dude. He's fucking insane, and he has power, so he's gonna get that knockout. That's it, bro. IBG.
Yeah, you said it best, man. This dude's a future star, you know, for the lightweight division. So he's not gonna lose to that big of an underdog. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna happen, man. He's a fighter that shouldn't be in there with Killian. So hey, man, he's cooked. You know, I think he's gonna get badly hurt in this fight. He shouldn't have taken this. You know.
Yeah. And boys, listen, before we get off to the next fight, I wanted to quickly say, IBG, I just wanted to get your thoughts on the last UFC card, the Paramount Plus era. What do you think? What do you think about it?
Man, fuck the Mads, man. The Mads is killing me, but you know, in general, I like 324. It was dope. You know, especially I think we all missed it, all us UFC fans, man. Bro, what was it? 6 weeks? I'd
Yes.
say, man. It was torture, man. It was torture, man. Yeah, yeah, man. So I just loved it being back, man. Whether we had those boring ass fights, I didn't care, man. I love, you know, I love seeing it, man. So it was dope. I'd say it was dope, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean we had a fun time, like we said. We did pick every fight correct, but we didn't make the money that we deserved. We lost it because we took a Tabagatier under 1.5 rounds, minus 200, and it fucked us really bad, really bad. But you know it is what it is, and we're here to make our money back on this. Well, we didn't lose any money we made, but it's time to make even more money. We lost the potential on 5K each. So, whew, yeah, it hurts. It hurts,
Yep.
but it is
Hurts.
what it
Yeah.
is. It is what it is. Anyways, yeah. So What are your thoughts on the heavyweight division itself, IBG?
Sucks. I think we can all agree on that. You know, it's absolute dog shit, man. I get it. I love the persona from the new guy. I believe his name is Josh, right? Josh.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
with the
Former
first
NFL player,
ever.
by the way. Former NFL tight end for San Francisco 49ers. But yeah.
Wow, that's actually impressive. I didn't know that, but that's actually impressive. I don't want to shit on him because he does seem like a funny dude. We kind of need a persona like that, especially in that heavyweight division where everybody's like boring. You know, he brings some light to it, but at the same time, he's not gonna make it top 5 or anywhere there. You know that fight. Yeah, I get it. He got the first middle finger knockout ever in UFC history, but nothing special. You know, the heavyweight division needs fixing ASAP. ASAP.
Yeah, and boys, to piggyback off of that, this is going to be the second fight on the main card. We have a heavyweight bout against Taliesin Teixeira and Tai Shui Tuivasa. Guys, Taliesin Teixeira. I wanted to say this before we get into the picks. He has the ugliest wife I've ever seen in my entire life. Absolutely disgusting. I don't even. You're a UFC fighter, bro. You're a UFC. It doesn't matter how fucking fat you are, bro. You're a UFC fighter and you can't pull anything above a 5, bro. You need to lock in, all right? Taliesin Teixeira, the 15th ranked heavyweight on the roster against Tai Tuivasa, guys. Well, first of all, they are both fat as fuck. Let's keep that a buck. They're both really fat. Tai Tuivasa in his last fight got knocked out by Derek Lewis. And of course, Jason Herzog didn't let him get up. Fuck Jason Herzog till it's backwards. Hate that guy with a passion. And if you see him reffing any fight, bet on the underdog. He works for Vegas. Anyways, Taliesin Teixeira was a prospect before he got knocked out by Derek Lewis. We lost money on Taliesin Teixeira. He's fighting Tai Tuivasa, who's just a heavyweight fat ass. And Taliesin Teixeira, he's going to beat him. He's minus 350 for a reason. Taliesin Teixeira is the pick. I just think he's going to knock Tai Tuivasa out. He's faster. I mean, how fast can he be in the heavyweight division? But he's faster. So, Tai Tuivasa's ass. Taliesin Teixeira is the pick. Benji, what are your thoughts, brother?
Yeah, Taliesin is the pick. I think that Derek Lewis knockout was a fucking fluke. Derek Lewis, that dirty fucking. So, in my opinion, I think that Derek Lewis knockout was a fucking fluke. Okay, Derek Lewis literally pretended to be injured, and then he just caught him. Luckily, so and Herzog stopped that fight insanely early. So fluke knockout. Taliesin is still a good prospect in my eyes. So he's the pick. So yeah, IBG, put your knowledge on this one, bro.
I agree with both of you guys, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Tai Tuivasa has looked like absolute shit in his past few fights, and you can see it as well. He's gotten bigger. I didn't think that was possible, but he's gotten way bigger. It's crazy, bro. Somebody needs to tell him like chill on the cheeseburgers, man. It's not it, bro. It's not it. Yeah, he's gonna get absolutely smoked. He has every disadvantage in this fight against Teixeira. So, yeah, whoever's picking Tai Tuivasa, you just love losing money. So.
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
That's good inside IBG. I fuck with that. Anyways, next fight, guys. We are 3 fights left. Boys, listen to me. We have a great fight on the horizons. This might be the best fight of the night. We have Mauricio Rufi out of São Paulo, Brazil, against the not the go, but he's pretty good. Rafael Fiziev, guys. Rafael Fiziev out of Azerbaijan, right? He
Sub to
is the pick here. Wins picks. He is the pick here, guys. Rafael Fiziev. I love Rufi. I want to preface by saying he is my favorite fighter in the UFC. I fell in love with his fight style after the greatest knockout of all time in my eyes. This spinning back heel kick to the dome off Bobby Green slept him completely. Mauricio Rufi, guys, this guy is a dangerous striker on the feet. So is Rafael Fiziev, but we saw in Rufi's last fight that he did get controlled by Benoit Saint-Denis. And I just see Rafael Fiziev taking him down a couple times, point fighting, dodging his kicks, just like he did to Bahamondes. And I just see Rafael Fiziev getting the job done. Even though I love Rufi and it's possible he does chin him, Rafael Fiziev is the pick at plus 100. Not insanely confident, but he will be in parlays. IBG, what do you got, brother?
I'm sorry, man, but I have to disagree with you, man. Fiziev has turned into a fat fuck. I think it's because these losses have made him depressed. Maybe I don't know, but he's definitely gotten a bit thicker outside of camp. And yeah, I get it. He probably has. I think he does have better wrestling than Ruffy, I would say. But I think his top control is too. It's not Khabib level, so I don't think he'll be able to control Ruffy like that. And Ruffy, obviously, after that shit performance from against BSD, he's definitely been drilling, that wrestling. So I don't know if it'll be that easy to take down Ruffy this time, And obviously, I believe on the feet, I think Ruffy definitely has the advantage, way quicker, Fiziev definitely packs up, a lot more weight, I believe, than Ruffy. Ruffy looks way more lean. I think Ruffy's gonna absolutely sleep Fiziev, and take his chain, man, take his fucking hat, man. He's gonna really embarrass Fiziev, man. I see this being very one-sided. And yeah, I feel like the first exchange could be very dangerous because Ruffy got power, man. He got that scary power. I know a lot of people, just see that last performance, they're like, this dude's not gonna be in the top 5. Yeah, I don't know, man. That power is dangerous. Benji, talk to me.
So listen, I got Fiziev in this, okay? Because of the Bahamondes fight. Alright, so Bahamondes is kind of similar to Rufy, okay? Fiziev dominated him. And I think Rufy is better than Bahamondes, but not by that much. So I think Raphael gets this dub. It won't be easy, but he'll get that 29-28 slight underdog, just a slight win for Fiziev, and we're gonna put him in parlays because the odds are amazing. All
Yeah.
right.
Real quick, guys, to IBG's point, I do agree with him on the sense that Rufy is still very dangerous, and people do have to watch out. I would not be surprised if Rufy knocks out Rafael Fiziev, but it's hard for me to see it. And as much as I want to pick Rufy, Fiziev will be our pick, and IBG, it's all good. Everyone has different opinions, and I respect it. I like it. I honestly like it. But on to the next fight, guys. This is something I like to call guaranteed violence. Guys, we have the best fight on the card here, all right? Guaranteed violence. Benoit Saint Denis, BSD, as they call them, against Dan the Hangman Hooker. Guys, listen to me here. Listen to me closely. This is an interesting fight. We have Benoit Saint Denis, who's a minus 350 favorite against Dan Hooker. Guys, to put it into perspective, Merab Dvalishvili against Corey Sandhagen. This were the same odds. Merab Dvalishvili was minus 350. Now tell me, is Merab Dvalishvili against Corey Sandhagen a better bet than Benoit Saint Denis against Dan Hooker? I think so, which means that I think there is some underdog value on Dan Hooker, but Benoit Saint Denis is the pick. I think his wrestling is better. He still has great striking. And he's probably gonna win. I mean, at minus 350, it's hard to bet against. And I wouldn't bet on Dan Hooker if I were you guys, but I think he'll win. He's on some good momentum. Just beat Mauricio Rufy. Just beat Benil Dariush, good fighter from France. Benoit Saint Denis, our boy. But guys, we've seen Benoit Saint Denis. He has struggled against fighters like Dustin Poirier and like Renato Moicano. And I see Dan Hooker being those fighters that, control the distance, just hunt them down in the cage and just throw bombs. And we've seen Benoit get tired, and we've seen Dan Hooker. He likes violence. But regardless, don't bet on this fight unless, I don't know, just enjoy it. It's guaranteed violence. Benji, what do you think, brother?
Yeah, you explained this super well, bro. There's value on Dan Hooker because the odds are really big. But I just don't see Dan Hooker getting this KO. And if he doesn't get the KO, he's obviously going to lose the decision. So, we got Benoit in this, our boy, Benoit. He's going to win. That's the pick. IBG?
Those, you guys are fucking cooking, man. Yes, I agree with BSD. Especially it being a 3-rounder. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's a bit tricky there because it's way more easy to win a decision if you're BSD and you're getting pieced up on the feet. You decide to wrestle. And it's a shorter fight, man. The rounds go by very quick. So, yeah, man. I see. And when has Dan Hooker? He's not like a one punch KO type of guy. it really takes usually a combination, or it really takes a good minute to really stop someone for Dan Hooker. So, if it was like a Taporia, he had Taporia type of power, then yeah, I'd be like, you know what, maybe he could catch BSD. He's been very vulnerable. But nah, man, I'm gonna have to use my brain, going with BSD, by decision. I do see him getting pieced up at times by Hooker, but I do believe that he'll be able to get the takedown like many others have on Dan Hooker.
Yeah, inshallah, Benoit.
Love that.
Inshallah, brother.
Inshallah, braza. All right. All right, boys. This is it. We have the main event of the evening, guys. I'm really excited for this fight. All right. Number one, we have a great pick here. All right. Number two, we have one of the most entertaining fighters fighting in this fight, guys. We have the champion Alexander the Great Volkanovski. He's fighting Diego Lopez from Brazil, Mexico. We don't know, but Diego Lopez, guys, lost in his last fight to Alexander Volkanovski. How did he lose, you ask me? He was getting peppered up by jabs the entire fucking fight. And guys, he did have more significant strikes Alexander Volkanovski did than Diego Lopez in every single round, yada 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 yada. But Diego Lopez did almost finish him in the second round. And he did get saved by the bell, Volkanovski did. And now listen up. Diego Lopez, after that Gene Silva fight, much smarter fighter. He grew that stash, he put that cowboy hat on, and he became different. Now listen up. Diego Lopez is the pick here, guys. He's the underdog. But people forget, man, that Diego Lopez has the chin of the century. He has the best chin in the UFC. He's not going to get knocked out by Alexander Volkanovski. And listen to this, right? Diego Lopez will finish Volk. I love Volk, and I think Diego Lopez is great. But Volk, you have only lost to Ilya and Islam, probably the two best fighters in the UFC. Diego Lopez is going to be your next loss, my brother. Diego Lopez is your next loss. And Diego Lopez will have the belt and we'll probably be seeing a trilogy. But Diego Lopez is the Wits underdog pick of the evening. Guys, put it in your parlay. Diego Lopez is the pick. IBG, let me hear your thoughts, brother.
I totally agree with you. This time is gonna be different. I believe Diego Lopez only lost because the aura that Volk had in that first fight. I think that was like the first time he's ever fought really like a legend. But this time he's gonna be way more aggressive. And we saw in that first fight with Lopez Volk that once he became more reckless, that's when Volk starts to struggle. That's when he starts to bleed out his eyes. That's when he got dropped. That's when Volk couldn't really dominate him like he did in that first round where Lopez was a bit more hesitant. When he's hesitant, he's playing Volk's game. So once he gets that reckless, once he gets in that once he sees red, I ain't gonna lie, man. I think this is done in 2 rounds. Benji, talk to me.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Done in 2 rounds, exactly. Because if you think that Diego Lopez is coming in with the same game plan, you're a fucking casual fuck. Diego is coming in with a different mentality this time, bro. If Diego loses this, that Gene Silva knockout was pure luck, okay? And I don't think that was lucky. All right? So, Diego is the pick, and the odds are so good, and that will make the parlay pay. So, it's a blessing, bro. Diego Lopez, that's the pick. Final.
Diego Lopez is the pick, boys. I love it, guys. We're gonna make a lot of money this card. We're gonna make a lot of money this card, and yeah, I mean, there's so many good fights. I'm looking down, just like all bangers. Make sure to watch it. All right, so
All right, guys. So, yo, our boy IBG, our Dagestani boy, go show some love to the boy. So, Matt, anything else you want to say, bro, before we dip?
well, we're gonna see the parlays after this, and well, yeah, for now, IBG. Remember to follow him, subscribe to him on TikTok, X, Instagram, and YouTube. Guys, this guy, funniest MMA creator in the world. Check out his videos. And also, remember, if you guys want to learn how to do a spinning back kick, this is your guy.
Yeah.
This is your guy. IBG, you're the guy for. You taught me how to do a spinning back kick. You taught Benji how to do a spinning back kick. So appreciate you for that, your tutorials and the art of the spinning back kick. So yeah, boys, enjoy the parlays. Which picks? Let's go!
See you guys Saturday. Let's go. All right.